Question 1573. What did you see that you definitely weren't supposed to see?
This stream.
You haven't seen this stream yet.
I'm on it. On a more serious note, the documentary Death in the West. You're not supposed to be able to find that anywhere, but I have seen a copy of the anti-smoking documentary from the 1970s about the Marlborough cowboy men who were all dying, and Marlborough tried their very best to buy up all the copies and then sued the British distributor out of existence. So, yes, the documentary Death in the West is something that I'm definitely not supposed to have seen.
Very good. Tusk says Santa.
Shut the fuck up, Tusk. My God.
Lone Wanderer says, I saw a man getting abducted.
Jesus.
Why did you step in?
Nerdy says, I definitely wasn't supposed to see Dave's bouncing on his ball as it exploded. Lone says, I saw my teacher's penis.
Jesus fucking Christ, Lone.
What the hell?
This is like your gym teacher, and they just had their shorts right.
I've got to assume. I hope that's what it was.
So.
Sandy says too many things to say. Uhan says Mickey Mouse without his head on at Disney World. Doorknob Head says 70-year-old mum and dad banging one out. At least I hope I wasn't supposed to see that. I'd imagine so.
I always need to scrub my brain when he talks. God.
Ox says, all I'll say is it was green being worn by an Irish man on a live stream. That was pretty traumatic.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He's threatening to do it again.
Oh, you wait till you see what I've bought him this year. I hope he's gone. You thought that was bad. This year's worse. And he doesn't know yet. Kate.
I can't think of anything. I really can't.
Jenny?
I mean, okay, 2 girls, 1 cup.
It's not that you weren't meant to see that. You just shouldn't.
Well, that's the closest I can get.
That might get me demonetized anywhere in the stream.
They're dead, so I can say my mom and dad having oral sex.
Gross.
And dad was on his knees, so.
I always find it very disturbing when I've given a sensible answer that was quite sanitary, and everyone else is in the gutter. There's something wrong with this picture.
Natasha says,
life.
I thought it blew.
Natasha says, for €229, watch 30% go to YouTube. I think that was to Uhan. Nerdy says, Goatsy. Again, it's not that you weren't supposed to see it. You just shouldn't have done. Tusk said, I once saw my GP on a nudist beach in Spain. That was awkward. Oh, Lone says, he was peeing with the door open and I came round the corner. He saw me and didn't close the door. He left the school shortly after. GeoSam says, a stack of Christmas gifts hidden in the basement.
I've been trying to think of anything that was like information. Like I looked at a document rather than saw someone who was in less clothing than they intended.
Yeah.
Mine's just depressing.
Then say it. It'll lift this mood.
Okay.
Yeah, the bucket of baby brains at the morgue.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Were you not meant to see that?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm assuming you just sing this eventually.
Was it not meant to be there?
Well, it was meant to be there, and like we were getting it because we were there to watch the autopsy.
Why would
And
they have a whole bucket worth? I mean, that takes a long time to accumulate a bucket's worth of baby brains. Where do they all come from?
it's because anytime there's a suspected homicide, they have to save it for forever. So, and babies, they always have to investigate for homicide because it's a baby. So,
But they don't need the brains?
I didn't know that.
I mean,
I don't know,
like formaldehyde or something.
Yeah, it's in a bucket in the freezer in the morgue.
Couldn't
They would all be
At the
individually
coroner's
labeled.
office.
couldn't they,
Maybe
like,
it was just the coroner's snack.
You see, I had this idea that it was just like on the floor, like.
No, it was on a shelf in the freezer in the morgue.
All I can say is this story, little bits of it drip out on different streams across the internet. Little bit here, little bit there, little
Yeah,
bit more.
there's
And
not
eventually my brain will get the whole picture.
There's a big,
It's
it's a huge story. It's a huge story of that day that I shadowed the medical examiner, and maybe someday I'll tell the entire story in one stream so you get the whole thing, but
Will it be a traumatizing stream?
Yes.
it's a very traumatizing story, so yes.
You can come on my channel and talk about it if you want.
I'd be done. I'd be done to talk about it.
Amanda, when am I coming on your stream? You keep saying this.
Yeah, ask Uhan. It's hoping this weekend.
Was anybody naked and fell down at home?
But that
Are
would
you
be
asking? Are you asking me if I've seen that?
Or is that a statement?
Amanda.
probably a picture on my son's phone.
Oh no.
Should be seen.
Jeff?
Anytime I've gone on WikiLeaks.
Dave.
Look at me for. Noxum says, once a customer was at a till and they just showed me
Fucking
porn
cunt.
on their
Somebody
phone.
make an answer. I gotta.
What?
Somebody
make
make
him
a
answer.
fucking answer.
I will go with probably fixing someone's computer and photos of their wife. I don't know why people don't hide those things. Nobody says I once saw a picture of Matt Hancock no one was meant to see. Was that just because it was Matt Hancock?
Who's Matt Hancock?
You don't want to know.
Then why'd I ask?
Because you don't know that you don't want to know.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's
It's
sort
one
of
of
a
those
Dunning-Kruger
unknown
thing.
unknowns.
Okay.
It's an
Yes.
unknown.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.